Good evening, everybody. I'm Timothy, and in this very video, we're going to be solving number 5 and number 6. Just like what I said in my last video. In my last videos, I solved from number 1 to number 2. And the previous one, I solved number 3 and number 4. So now I'm going to be solving number 5 and number 6. And I'll solve number 6 first, and after number 6, I'll solve number 5. Why is because there's something I need to prove in number 5 before I solve it. So number 6 shows we should verify that x plus root 3 is a solution, and also x minus root 3 is a solution. This is x is equal to 1 plus root 3 and x is equal to 1 minus root 3 is a solution to this equation x cubed minus x squared minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. So now, this simply means that whenever we see our x, we replace it with what? 1 plus root 3. So that is not going to be a very hard thing to do. So the first thing we'll do here is 1 plus root 3, all raised to the power 3 minus 1. I'll be doing this one first. I'll use this one. I'll check whether this one is a solution. So plus root 3, all raised to the power 2 minus 4. Minus 4 bracket 1 plus root 3 minus 2 is equal to 0. We want to check if this expression is going to give us what? 0. So now the first one, I'm going to say 1 plus root 3, all raised to 1 plus root 3, 1 plus root 3. So now this is going to give me what? This is going to give me 1 plus 2 root 3 plus 3, 1 plus root 3 again. This is going to give me, okay, this one now is going to give me 4 plus 2 root 3, 1 plus root 3. What I'm going to have here is what? This is 4 plus 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3 plus 6. So actually what I have is 10 plus 6 root 3. So having gotten this now, I'll now put it here. So now this one is 10 plus 6 root 3 minus, here is what? 4 plus 2 root 3 minus, this one is 4 plus 4 root 3 minus 4 root 3 minus 2 is equal to 0. So here again, I'll say this is 10 plus 6 root 3 minus 4 minus 2 root 3 minus 4 minus 4 root 3 minus 2 is equal to 0. So here is 10. This is 10 minus 4 minus 4 minus 2 minus plus 6 root 3 minus 2 root 3 minus 4 root 3. Now this is off and this is off, meaning that this one plus this one, which is 0 plus 0, is equal to 0. Meaning that this very first one is a solution to this very equation. Let us check for x. Let's check for this. We'll now say, we'll put it in this same equation. We'll call this A, call this B. Now B says 1 minus root 3, all raised to the power 3 minus 1 minus root 3, all raised to the power 2 minus 4 bracket 1 minus root 3 minus 2 is equal to 0. So let's check for 1 minus root 3. 1 minus root 3. 1 minus root 3. This is going to give us this is minus 2 root 6 minus 3. Plus 3. Plus 3. So it's going to give us what? 4 minus 2 root 6. So the 4 minus 2 root 6, 2 root 3. We'll multiply it again by 1 minus 2 root 3. So 1 minus root 3. What we're going to have here is what? This time this is 4. This is plus 4 root 3 minus, minus 4 root 3. This is minus 2 root 3. This is minus 6. plus 6. So actually what we have here is what? 10 minus 6 root what? 3. So there's no more different thing. So we continue. So here is what? 10 minus 6 root 3 minus this is 4 minus 2 root 3 minus 4 minus plus 4 root 3 minus 4 plus 4 root 3 minus 2 is equal to 0. So now the next one is what? This is 10 minus 6 root 3. Now this is minus 4 plus what? 2 root 3 minus what? 4 plus 4 root 3 minus 2 is equal to 0. So now this is 10 minus 4 minus 4 minus 2. This is minus 6 root 2. 6 root 3 plus 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3 equal to 0. So this is 4 minus 4 minus 4 is minus 8. Minus 8 minus 2 is what? Minus 10. Minus 10 plus 10 is 0. So here is 0 minus this is minus 6 root 3 plus 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3 minus 6 root 3 minus 6 root 3 is what? Minus 6 root 3 plus 6 root 3 is 0. So 0 minus 0 will also give you what? 0. So meaning that these two equations, those two statements are solution to this very equation. I hope you do understand that. So we go over to number 5. Number 5 says we should rationalize 4a squared b all over the cube root of 2ac. So now, before I do this, I would like to plug back to what rationalization is. For example, when they give us 1 over root 2 to rationalize, you know that we multiply this very fraction by 1. And 1 that I mean is what? Root 2 over root 2. And that is the one we are going to multiply this with. If you choose to multiply with root 3 over root 3, that is a constant because you are going to have what? Root 3 over root 6. It's not going to give you what you need. So you better choose your one carefully. And the most one we choose is what? The denominator. Will multiply the given equation or the given statement or the given mathematical expression with the denominator. So now we are going to have root 2 over 2. Remember, root 2 is equal to 2 raised to 1 over 2. When you multiply root 2 times root 2, have what? 2 raised to 1 over 2 plus 1 over, times 2 raised to 1 over 2. Using law of indices, we now say 2 raised to 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 to give us what? 2 raised to 1 equal to what? 2. So this is what we'll be using. But does this always work? Does it always work like this? For example, they gave you 2 over the cube root of 3. How are you going to do this? Are you going to say times the cube root of 3 over the cube root of 3? The cube root of 3. Now if you do this, you are going to have what? 2 the cube root of what? 3 all over cube root of 3 multiplied by cube root of 3. And this is going to give us, remember cube root of 3 is what? 3 raised to 1 over 3. And here we can say this, we can do this, we can do this all over 3 raised to 1 over 3 multiplied by 3 raised to 1 over 3. So now this will get to 1 over 3 over 3, 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3. We have 2 multiplied by 3, 1 over 3 to get to what? 3, 2 over 3. If this did not give us 1, so we are not going to, it's not correct. It is not correct, so that is wrong. So the general way of doing this is what I'm going to do now. The general way says when you are being given a sword or a mathematical expression, a fraction like this to rationalize, a fraction like we have a over the nth root of what? B, and you are asked to rationalize this. What you are going to do is what? This is a over nth root of what? B multiplied by the nth root of what? B raised to the power n minus 1 over the nth root of B raised to the power n minus 1. Now this is what I'm going to do. Now let me do this now to know whether we are going to have a rational number in the denominator. So now this is going to give me a multiplied by b raised to the power n minus 1 all over 1 over what? N all over b raised to the power 1 over n multiplied by b raised to the power n minus 1 all over 1 over what? N. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do here is a multiplied by what? B raised to the power n minus 1 all over n. A multiplied by b raised to the power n minus 1 all over n. I believe you know how I got this law of indices, and we have done that before. This is b raised to the power 1 over n multiplied by b raised to the power n minus 1 all over n. So now the next one we're going to do here is what? A multiplied by b raised to the power n minus 1 over n over, this is b, 1 over n. Since this is multiplication, then they have the same base. Using law of indices, we can add. So what is our LCM? The LCM is what? N. So I'll now say n divided n is what? 1. 1 multiplied by 1. Then this is 1 plus n minus 1. So what we have now, it is a multiplied by b raised to the power n minus 1 over n all over b raised to the power n over n. So finally we have a multiplied by b raised to the power n minus 1 over n all over b raised to the power 1. So we now have a multiplied by b raised to the power n minus 1 over n all over b. So you see, we are done rationalizing it, and we have a rational number there at the denominator. So using this formula now, we solve this one. So to solve this, we now say this is 4 raised to the power a over a raised square b over, this is the cube root of 2ac. Now we multiply by what? The cube root of what? 2ac all squared over what? This square means this the degree of the square root, this square root function, this root function, the degree is 3. So the degree minus 1 is going to be what? 2. So instead of me writing 3 minus 1, I'll just put 2 straight. So now over what? The cube root of what? 2ac is for 1 over 2. So now the next thing I'm going to do here now is what I'll now say, this is 4 multiplied by a square multiplied by b. Now multiply by 2ac raised to the power 2 all raised to the power 1 over what? 3 all over. Now this is what? 2ac 1 over 3 multiplied by 2ac squared raised to the power 1 over 3. So now the next thing I'm going to do here now is this. I will still say I can reduce this 4 to what? To 2. 2 raised to the power 2. I'll now say 2 raised to the power 2 multiplied by a raised to the power 2 multiplied by b multiplied by 2. This 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power 1 over 3. That is 2 raised to the power. Remember, in indices, when we have a raised to the power n all raised to the power m is equal to what? A raised to the power m times n equal to a raised to the power m n. And the same thing, a raised to the power n all over 1 over m is equal to what? A raised to the power m, nm. So that is what I used here. So multiplied by a raised to the power 2 raised to the power 1 over 3, a raised to the power 2 over 3, multiplied by c raised to the power 2 raised to the power 1 over 3, c raised to the power 2 over 3, all over. Now here is 2 raised to the power 1 over 3, 2 raised to the power 1 over 3, a raised to the power 1 over 3, a raised to the power 1 over 3, c raised to the power 1 over 3, c raised to the power 1 over 3, a raised to the power 2 over raised to the power 1 over 3, 2 raised to the power 2 over 3, a raised to the power 2 raised to the power 1 over 3, a raised to the power 2 over 3, c raised to the power 2 raised to the power 1 over 3, c raised to the power 2 over 3. So now I start here. Now this is 2 multiply 2 raised to the power 2 multiplied by 2 raised to the power 2 over 3 multiplied by a raised to the power 2 multiplied by a raised to the power 2 over 3 multiplied by b, or b multiplied by b multiplied by c raised to the power 2 over 3 all over. Now here we have 2 raised to the power 1 over 3 multiplied by 2 raised to the power 2 over 3. Now indices, since they are the same base, I can add the powers to to give me 2 raised to the power what? 1 over 3 plus 2 over 3. The LCM is 3, 1 plus 3, 2, 3 over 3, which is equal to 1. So 2 raised to the power 1 is equal to 2. So I just bring it out here because I won't be writing it here. So now I'll now say 2 multiplied by A. This is A raised to the power 1 over 3 multiplied by A raised to the power 2 over 3. You add the powers to give you A multiplied by C. So furthermore, we have, there's something that can divide. 2 can divide 2. This is 2 raised to the power 1. This is, so now using law of indices, when they are dividing, you can subtract the powers when they are on the same base. So base 2, I can subtract. So 2 minus 1 to give me 2. So this is 2. This one is off. Multiplied by 2 raised to the power 2 over 3. This is A squared. And this is A raised to the power 1. So I can subtract to give me A multiplied by A raised to the power 2 over 3. Now this is B. There's no B here. I can multiply by B. I can, again, C raised to the power 2 over 3 all over C. Listen, this one is gone. This one is gone. If you don't understand this, now let's look at this one now. 2 can divide 2 here because 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. So when 2 divide 4, you have what? 2. That is this 2 that is left. This is A squared. When A's divide A squared, you have A. That is this one that is left here. This cannot divide because this is not up to 1. This is just a cube root of a certain number raised to the power 2. So that's why I have this C here. So furthermore, we have now, this is 2 multiplied by A multiplied by B. Now multiplied by this 2 raised to the power 2 over 3 multiplied by A raised to the power 2 over 3 multiplied by C raised to the power 2 over 3 all over C. That is next step. Now the next bold step now is to say 2AB bracket A square multiplied by B square multiplied by A square, 2 square multiplied by A square multiplied by C square, all is 1 over what? 3 over C. So next bold step now is what? To say 2AB the cube root 2AB multiplied by the cube root of what? 4 A square C square all over C. So this is our answer, and I hope you do enjoy this video. And remember to subscribe, please do like and subscribe. If you have any question, you can ask. If you have any other alternative way to solve this, I am open to correction. Thank you and do have a nice day.